Well, my name is Sir Gregory Tessimer. I am Captain of His Majesty's Royal Guard and the Earl of Sussex. Now, I was not born the first son, and that's normally what happens. When you become a nobleman, you are the first son born. The eldest becomes the next in line. Well, my brother, unfortunately, got ill, and his family did perish from disease. And because of that, I, as the second son, stepped in and became the Earl. And so that is how I became Earl of Sussex.
Tell us about the time when you saved the day. How goes it? You got lost that sort of.
Well, if you do wish to know, at one time in my youth, I was the squire to His Majesty's father. He had a great friend, the Earl of Exeter, and I was his squire. And he was the staunchest defender of His Majesty. And during the battle, his horse was felled from underneath him. So the horse was killed and fell down while the rider was still upon it, and he was pinned underneath. And so at that time, my job as a squire was to stand in front of my knight, who was on the ground, while his men helped him out from underneath his horse. And so and then that day, I became knighted. And so that is how I became Sir Gregory Tessimer. And at that time, as I said, I was the second son. And so I thought, well, at least I'll be a knight. Well, now I am the Earl.
Perhaps this interview, some of your qualities.
Well, I like to think of myself as a staunch supporter of His Majesty. I am his captain of his guard, and he selected me to be such, so I can only assume that is one reason why. But also along that, I think His Majesty looks for people in leadership who wish to serve. And it is not just my job to lead my men, but it is my job to make sure that my men are equipped properly, trained properly, so that they may not only do their job, but so they may get home safe. That is my responsibility, and so that is one of the things that is built into me as a characteristic. I also like to think that I am also a crafty gentleman, but these gentlemen here in red prove me wrong every single day. So, mayhap that's one of my favorites. I know that.
When was the last time you performed?
Have you seen the lot that I'm with? I woke up this morning and I came to work. Nay, actually, as His Majesty's Guard, actually, not only myself, but each one of these gentlemen and those who guard the king are doing a courageous service as any member of any armed forces, modern or otherwise, for at any point in time, any one of us could be called forward to do what must be done to save His Majesty, or to step forward to do something for the country. So that in the act of just putting on the uniform in many cases is courageous in itself.